It has been narrated by Ibn Abbas that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "There are two blessings that many people are deceived into losing: health and free time." Universally, health is understood to be a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. For many of us, it can take years of experimenting with different nutrition and dietary needs, fitness plans and schedules, even moments of illness and limitations before we can completely value or get to a healthy space and place in our lives. Health is multidimensional and involves the well-being of the mind, body, and spirit. My personal journey may very well look like your own. That includes giving birth multiple times, having a fluctuation in weight of 60 pounds or more, and even adapting a certain way of eating that restricts certain food groups. When I look at my eating habits over the last 6 months to a year, it took a while to realize some of the reasons why I could not seem to increase my energy or even reach some of my health goals. Balancing it all became a bit more challenging, especially considering the fact that I am a busy mother of multiple children and working full-time. And I'm not so much stressed about the scale. In fact, I haven't weighed myself in, let's say, over a year. However, considering that it has been several years since I gave birth to my last child, yet still struggle with mommy tummy, I had to do a deep dive of what was really going on. One of the first places I had to start was to look at the food I was consuming and get real as to whether all of this so-called healthy food was doing more harm than good. First on the list, plant-based food. Many moons ago, I would say over 15, I decided to try my hand at vegetarianism. For me, this way of eating lasted a few years. However, I became deficient in nutrients as I was not fully knowledgeable of the necessary foods I needed. Over the last few years, we have seen an increase in the amount of whole food, plant-based, vegan, and vegetarian products conveniently packaged in our local grocery stores. These products are marketed as a healthy alternative to meat. So without much research, I decided to try and increase my consumption of quote-unquote plant-based foods, thinking this was a healthy option. Now, it has been years since I have eaten red meat, and to try to keep up with my protein, I would otherwise eat fish, chicken, and let's say beans, for example. What I've realized is that even though most of the meat substitutes taste great and are good meat alternatives for beginners thinking about becoming vegan or vegetarian, it may not be suitable due to the processed nature by which the food is made. We all digest food differently, and most of the burgers, nuggets, sausages, and patties that I was buying and consumed were breaded, for example. They were also high in sodium and made with oils including canola oil, corn oil, and sunflower oil. All of these items can, derail health progress, especially when you're eating these foods in large amounts, which I tended to do. Next on the list, condiments. So in addition to consuming way too many processed vegetarian burgers and nuggets, I was also consuming way more condiments than I ever have. In an effort to flavor up my vegetables, I reached for so many sauces ranging from garlic creamy to buffalo to green avocado dressing, oyster sauce, and soy sauce. Now, of course, it's good to be considerate and mindful and eat in moderation, but I was having issues limiting the amount of these sauces I was using. They would go on my healthy fake nuggets, my salad, my healthy sweet potato fries, and then I would wonder why I was so bloated for days. Many of these products aren't marketed as healthy options, and there's a reason why, as many of the ingredients in these products include vegetable oils, soybean oils, canola oils, sugar, MSG, and they can all be high in calories. It's important that when you add flavoring to your food, whether it be protein or vegetables, you consider what's actually in these ingredients. I was overlooking the fact that most of these sauces and creams were high in calorie, that were very dense, and would really derail my health goals overall. Similar to the next product I want to talk about, avocados. So, as I mentioned, the high calorie count within the condiments I was consuming weren't the only healthy issue I was having. I was also eating way too many avocados. Now, avocados do have health benefits in that they are high in potassium, magnesium, fiber, folate, and multiple vitamins. And I could actually eat 1/2 to a whole avocado per day whenever I had, the opportunity to. This unfortunately was counterproductive to balancing my health goals since avocados are high in calories, roughly 234 to 250 per a 146 gram avocado. Many nutritionists or nutrition websites would recommend half an avocado per day. So you can imagine what eating half to a whole avocado a couple of times a day can do to your calorie count. Also on my list are dark chocolate. My local fresh farm market carries these dark chocolate covered cranberries, and each time I buy them, I tell myself that I will divide them equally into containers to avoid overeating. And each time I end up eating straight from the main container that I bought. I snack on these items at work, at home, while working on the computer, and without being mindful, I end up overeating. Now, dark chocolate can be beneficial as it contains essential minerals and enzymes necessary for tissue function and proper metabolism. It is also a well-known antioxidant and is also good for heart health by lowering the risk of cardiovascular disease. However, overindulging set me back as I wasn't paying attention to how much dark chocolate I was consuming. 28 grams or 1 ounce of dark chocolate is 155 calories. So eating, dark chocolate covered cranberries by the handful without being mindful of how much I was actually eating wasn't that good for my overall goals. Also on my list are post-workout smoothies. Now, this one happened to be on my list of healthy, quote-unquote, eating habits that are sabotaging my wellness journey. Not so much because of the ingredients I was putting into my smoothie, but because of the misuse of the smoothie. I know, you're thinking, how do you misuse a smoothie? Well, for starters, I really try to place good and wholesome ingredients in my smoothie, including almond milk, a half a banana, peanut butter, various seeds such as hemp seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds. I even add oatmeal, protein powder, and collagen. And all of these items have various antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, in addition to, let's say, anywhere from 25 to 30 grams of protein. However, I tended to replace a full meal with just the smoothie after my workouts. Ideally, after a workout, whether it be HIIT or cardio or weights, all of us, we need to refuel with a full meal balanced with healthy carbs, proteins, and healthy fats. I skipped this altogether because I drank the post-workout smoothie and thought that I was good. I thought this was enough for me. And that's not the case. So as I have identified some of the issues that I've been having with my quote-unquote healthy eating habits, I am actually currently trying to incorporate truly healthy alternatives, hopefully seeing good outcomes with proper nutrition while meeting my exercise goals. I am actually working on putting that video together as we speak, and so I'm going to have that, hopefully out there for you all to see soon. And I am interested in knowing from you all watching this video, has there ever been a time where you believe that, one habit or two were really good for you, then it turned out to be, altogether wrong? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know, maybe share information, trade notes. I do want to thank you all for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.